50 Most Controversial Marriages in Showbiz. You'll be surprised to know that there are 50 famous men who have tied the knot with older women, and it's completely breaking the norm. Today, you'll witness real love stories, where age is just a number. From Hollywood stars to music legends, they've chosen to love and commit to women who are older and more mature. And that's what makes these relationships extraordinary. These couples not only defy stereotypes, but also prove that true love can overcome all barriers. You'll be surprised, even shocked, to find out who made this list. Please like, share your thoughts in the comments section, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next stories. Scott Diesk and Sophia Richie, when ageless love meets realistic limits. After a long-standing relationship with Kourtney Kardashian, Scott Diesk, a familiar face in the hit reality TV series Kardashian, surprised the public when he started dating Sophia Richie in 2017. Sophia, a promising young model and daughter of music legend Lionel Richie, was only 19 at the time, 15 years younger than Scott. Although the age difference caused endless public discussion, the feelings between them seemed to blossom naturally. Their relationship soon became the focus of the media, especially when Sophia was close friends with Kylie Jenner, making her often appear with the Kardashian-Jenner family. The couple's sweet moments were shared on social media, from luxurious vacations to romantic dinners, making fans curious. Is this Scott's last woman? However, behind the spotlight, they faced many challenges. Lionel Richie, Sophia's father, once publicly expressed his concern that this relationship was just a short-term phase. The doubts from his family and Scott's complicated lifestyle made this love affair unable to last forever. After 3 years together, the couple officially went their separate ways in 2020. Since the breakup, both have gone their separate ways. Sophia Richie is now married to Elliot Grange, a wealthy young businessman in the music industry, in 2023 in a lavish wedding in the south of France, marking a new chapter in her life. As for Scott, he still maintains his role as a devoted father to his 3 children with Kourtney Kardashian, while continuing to appear in TV shows and personal business projects. Scott and Sophia's romance, though it didn't last forever, stands as a modern testament to the fact that love doesn't conform to convention, but sometimes it can't overcome reality. It reflects how celebrity relationships are driven by genuine emotion, while also having to contend with public pressure and personal expectations, a game that's never easy. Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble, when Momager met the right man patient. Enough to love her in 2014, shortly after her high-profile split with Caitlyn Jenner, Kris Jenner, the matriarch behind the Kardashian-Jenner empire, went public with her relationship with Corey Gamble, a talent manager who once worked for Scooter Braun. What made the public stir was not only that Kris moved on so quickly, but also that Corey was 25 years younger than her, a gap big enough to cause suspicion and gossip. Initially, the relationship faced many obstacles. Kris's daughters, especially Kim and Khloe Kardashian, were cautious with Corey, questioning his motives and his rather secretive past. But over time, Corey gradually asserted that he was not an outsider. He regularly appears on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, always supporting Kris in events and daily life, quietly but firmly. Unlike Hollywood couples who often flaunt, Kris and Corey keep a certain amount of privacy, but are still intimate enough for the public to see that they are a real bond. Kris, in her 60s, finds in Corey not only romance, but also a partner who is strong enough to accompany her through the storms of fame. Corey, in her 30s, admires Kris's charisma, strength, and power, a woman who always controls the game. As of 2025, although not married, they are still together after more than 10 years. In a world where relationships are often challenged by fame and prejudice, Kris and Corey are living proof that love, if mature and respectful enough, can overcome age, prejudice, and the spotlight. Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra, love knows no boundaries between Hollywood and Bollywood. When Nick Jonas, an American pop star, and Priyanka Chopra, a global icon from India, appeared together at the 2017 Met Gala. Few expected that the seemingly just-for-show moment would be the start of one of the most talked about love stories of the decade. Priyanka is 10 years older than Nick, comes from a completely different culture, and was already a big star in Bollywood before making her way to Hollywood with series like Quantico. But that didn't stop Nick. After going public with their relationship in May 2018, just 2 months later, he got down on one knee and proposed to Priyanka while on vacation in Greece, surprising the world. Their wedding in December of the same year was a symbol of East-West harmony. Two weddings, one in Christian rituals and one in Hindu tradition, held at the lavish Umaid Bhawan Palace in India. It was not only a major event in the entertainment industry, but also a declaration of a love that transcends all boundaries of age, nationality, and prejudice. Since their marriage, the couple has continuously shown their attachment, from appearing together at international events, supporting each other on social media, to welcoming their first daughter, Malti Marie, through surrogacy in early 2022. Priyanka and Nick are not only a symbol of modern love, but also living proof that, when there is mutual respect, all differences become points of connection. As of 2025, they remain one of the most powerful and enduring couples in global entertainment, both dazzling in the spotlight and down-to-earth behind the scenes. Chris Pratt and Katherine Schwarzenegger. When faith, family, and love intersect, the love story between Chris Pratt, the actor famous for Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World, and Katherine Schwarzenegger, daughter of muscle legend Arnold Schwarzenegger, began in a very ordinary way, through the introduction of her mother, Maria Shriver, in 2018. But from the first moment, Chris was attracted to the warmth, kindness, and traditional family values that Katherine carried with her. Although 10 years apart, Chris was 39 at that time, and Katherine was 29, they quickly found important things in common: deep Catholic faith, love for family, and the desire to build a simple, sustainable life. Notably, Katherine not only accompanied Chris, but also gently entered his life as a friend, a loving stepmother to his son Jack from Chris's previous marriage to actress Anna Faris. After only a few months of public dating, Chris proposed to Katherine in January 2019 with a sparkling ring and a firm promise of the future. The intimate wedding in June of the same year, witnessed by loved ones, was not a noisy Hollywood event, but a sacred moment of two souls in harmony. Since then, the couple has continuously made the public admire their simple love, private life, and sweet moments on social networks. Together, they welcomed two daughters, Lila Maria, born in 2020, and Eloise Christina, 2022, turning their small home into a space filled with laughter and connection. As of 2025, Chris and Katherine are still one of the rare couples in Hollywood who have maintained peace amidst the whirlwind of fame. Without any need for showy performances, they conquer the hearts of the audience with their kindness, patience, and the way they put family above all else. A modern love, but deeply traditional. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. Dream love and the ending that everyone regrets. Jason Momoa once frankly admitted that he loved Lisa Bonet since childhood, when she was still a star of The Cosby Show. But in 2005, that dream became a reality when they met through mutual friends. Although Lisa is 12 years older than Jason, that was never an obstacle. They quickly bonded over the same values: family, freedom, and individual identity. For more than a decade together, they lived a private life but were deeply attached. In 2017, Jason and Lisa officially got married in a private ceremony. With two children together, Lola and Nakoa Wolf, and Zoe Kravitz, Lisa's stepchild with Lenny Kravitz, Jason always considered all three of them as his own flesh and blood, creating a modern, loving family. Jason often publicly calls Lisa the woman of his dreams and praises her as the greatest inspiration in his life. That fairy tale love story was once admired by all of Hollywood because it was beautiful, sincere, and beyond all age prejudices. However, in early 2022, the couple suddenly announced their separation after 16 years together. Despite the breakup, the two affirmed that they are still a family and always respect and support each other in their journey to parenthood. No scandals, no fighting. Their separation is seen as a way to love each other fully and let go in peace. By 2025, Jason and Lisa still maintain a friendly relationship, raising their children with respect. Their love story, although not happily ever after, is still a beautiful, mature symbol, showing that true love is not always eternal, but is always worth cherishing. Mariah Carey and Brian Tanaka, love behind the scenes. Mariah Carey, the iconic diva of the world music industry, and Brian Tanaka, her longtime backup dancer, have known each other since the early 2000s. But it was not until late 2016, after breaking off her engagement to billionaire James Packer, that Mariah publicly announced her relationship with Brian, who is 14 years younger than her. At first, the public viewed their relationship with skepticism. They got together too quickly after a tumultuous breakup. There was a large age gap, and Brian was just a backup dancer. But Mariah didn't need to prove anything. This mother of two, who had experienced many broken relationships, chose love based on friendship and enduring companionship. Brian, who has always silently stood behind Mariah on stage for many years, became her spiritual support. Not as flashy as her previous relationships, the relationship with Brian seems to bring Mariah a rare sense of peace, something she always craved in the bright spotlight. They appeared together on the TV show Mariah's World, sharing many sweet and funny moments together. Brian is not only a lover, but also a companion in art, someone who always understands the pressure of a global icon like Mariah. However, in 2023, after nearly 7 years together with many breakups and reunions, Mariah and Brian officially broke up peacefully. Neither of them gave a specific reason, but people close to them said they still respected each other and maintained a friendly relationship. Although it did not end well, the love story between Mariah Carey and Brian Tanaka is still a testament that love, if it comes from understanding and sincerity, can overcome the scrutiny of public opinion, age, or prejudice. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. From friendship to Hollywood love symbols. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are not only Hollywood's golden couple, they are also living proof that true love begins with sincere friendship. The two first met in 2010 on the set of Green Lantern, when both were still in separate relationships. Blake with Penn Badgley, Gossip Girl, while Ryan was still married to Scarlett Johansson. However, it was their natural chemistry that made many around them quietly guess that something special was forming. After both returning to single life in 2011, Blake and Ryan decided to try a double date with other people. But as Ryan once recalled, they looked at each other and were like, "Oh, we're dating the wrong person." Just a few months later, they were officially together and never looked back. Despite being 11 years apart, Ryan is the older of Blake, but the two quickly became one of the most in-tune couples in showbiz. They held a surprise private wedding in September 2012 at the Boone Hall Plantation in South Carolina, where they later apologized for the history of slavery there, demonstrating maturity and responsibility in using their influence. They have since had 4 children. The fourth is due in early 2023, but the couple has kept the name and gender secret. The two have always tried to protect the privacy of their family, rarely sharing photos of their children, but are not afraid to joke and tease each other humorously on social media, much to the delight of fans. Blake, the actress known for The Age of Adeline and A Simple Favor, has always been someone Ryan has publicly expressed deep respect for, and Ryan, the star of Deadpool and a talented businessman, has never been shy about saying, "Blake saved my life," literally. Without fanfare or fuss, their love is built on a solid foundation: admiration, respect, and team spirit. In the midst of a bustling and turbulent Hollywood, Blake and Ryan still maintain their own light, gentle, intelligent, and never fading. JayZ and Beyonce are more than just two of the biggest stars in the entertainment industry. They are the embodiment of a true power couple, where love, talent, and determination combine to create a timeless icon. Their relationship began in the late 1990s, when Beyonce was just 18, a rising star, and JayZ was already a rap king in his late 20s. They built their relationship on a sincere and lasting friendship before embarking on a romantic journey together. The 2003 song 03 Bonnie and Clyde is a quiet but powerful declaration. We are a couple, quiet, unobtrusive, but impossible to ignore. In 2008, they secretly married in a private ceremony and have since become an inseparable force in music, fashion, and pop culture. However, their relationship has not been a straightforward fairy tale. In 2014, the world was shocked by rumors of a rift following the elevator incident between Solange, Beyonce's sister, and JayZ. Beyonce then broke her silence with the album Lemonade, an emotional masterpiece about betrayal, hurt, and forgiveness. JayZ responded with the album 444, admitting his mistakes and showing remorse for the first time. They did not hide, did not deny. They chose to heal together, from brokenness to reconciliation, from separation to artistic collaboration. The couple turned personal trauma into lifelong musical works. The album Everything Is Love is an affirmation. Their love not only survives but triumphs over adversity. Together they raised 3 children, Blue Ivy and twins Sir and Rumi, while running separate and joint empires, from Rock Nation to Ivy Park, from music to real estate and tech investments. JayZ and Beyonce have proven that love is not just about sweet moments. It's about choosing to stay and grow together. In the tumultuous world of Hollywood, they have kept one thing true: respect and trust in each other. Leonardo DiCaprio and Camila Morrone, when love doesn't follow the social clock. Leonardo DiCaprio, a global cinema icon, Oscar winner, and an indispensable face in blockbusters such as Titanic, Inception, or The Revenant, always makes the media stir up with his love story. But at the end of 2017, a new name appeared next to him: Camila Morrone. Camila, young, beautiful, and full of energy, is the daughter of actress Lucilla Sola, and was also raised as the daughter of the legendary Al Pacino. Growing up in the Hollywood spotlight, she did not choose the short path. Camila impressed with the leading role in the independent film Mickey and the Bear and walked on major fashion runways. The 23-year age difference between them quickly became a topic of discussion. Leonardo was in his 40s at the time, while Camila was only in her 20s. But amid the gossip, they did not speak out against it. Instead, they quietly appeared together, hand in hand at the Cannes Film Festival, the Oscars, or simply strolling around town, traveling away from the cameras. Camila once spoke out in an interview, calmly but frankly. Love should not be bound by social expectations. Everyone deserves to love the person they choose. Leonardo, as usual, was secretive. He has always been a person who separates his private life from his career, a rarity for a Hollywood A-list star. But Camila's presence by his side, lasting for many years, far beyond his previous short-lived relationships, made fans and the press start to think again. Is this a truly sustainable relationship? Although they later quietly broke up, Leo and Camila's relationship is still a testament to the modern view of love, that it is not governed by numbers, age, or prejudice, but by connection, respect, and personal space for each other. Florence Pugh and Zack Braff. When love has no age limit. Florence Pugh, a rising Hollywood icon with profound roles in Midsommar and Little Women, is not only famous for her talent, but also for her courage to pursue her own path, both in art and in her heart. In 2019, Florence met Zack Braff, the actor and director famous for Scrubs, when they collaborated on the short film In the Time It Takes to Get There. From that collaboration, a deep connection gradually blossomed. They started dating, despite a 21-year age gap. From the moment they went public, their relationship immediately became the center of controversy. Social media exploded with criticism aimed at the age difference. But Florence, unlike the easily swayed star model, stood up to defend her love with rare strength. When she was attacked for Zack's birthday wishes on Instagram, Florence responded, "I'm 24. I don't need anyone to tell me who to love. If you don't support me, that's your business. But don't tell me how to live." Her determination goes beyond words. Florence has spoken out against ageism and asserted that love has no stereotypes. She has become a voice for a generation that dares to choose their own path, despite prejudiced looks. Zack, on the other hand, has always kept a quiet position. He doesn't argue, doesn't speak up too much. He lets Florence lead and control the relationship. a reflection of the deep respect they have for each other. They rarely appear in public. No fanfare, no fanfare, just two people quietly attached. In a world where everything is under a magnifying glass, they choose to keep their love quiet. Even though they later broke up, their story still left a strong impression. Love does not need to be accepted by the majority. It just needs to be felt and cherished by the two people involved. Sometimes the truth is darker than fiction, and what you've just seen is only the tip of the iceberg. Who do you think is still hiding shocking secrets? Drop their name in the comments, and they might be featured in our next video. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because even crazier twists are coming your way. See you soon, and remember, in showbiz, the drama never sleeps.